I'm going. I was ready for a setup. Wasn't sure what I was gonna do. Hey guys, welcome to Fact Play Kerbal Space Program. This is the design team meeting for Team Space Potato, which is Jacob and myself. So I am the lead design engineer because I know the most science, and Jacob is going to be taking notes and going to be doing a lot of the driving of the ship. So, Jacob, are you ready for science?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to start by drawing. Now, Jacob, we are space scientists, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And what do scientists do better than anyone else?
They science.
Wrong. Math,
okay.
idiot. Okay, so we're going to do math. So this is the El Space Patat.
Okay.
Because...
Name El Space Patat.
El Space Patat, because Spanish sounds smarter than English.
Oh, I thought you meant literally the letter L, but okay. El Space Patat.
Yes, El Space Patat. It could be L. We could figure it out.
Whatever.
We'll figure out an actual name. This is a working name. So, what we're going to do to get into space. Our objective right now, right? This is the moon, right?
Yes.
That's the moon.
It's
We are on the Earth.
Yes.
Okay? Our objective as a team is to make it from the Earth, that's dirt,
Yes.
that's the dirt part of the Earth.
Okay.
We're going to make it from the Earth to the moon.
Okay.
That is our objective. Or at least get somewhere in between.
Okay, we can definitely get between. That's a thing.
We can get between. So, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be building a spaceship.
Yep.
Spaceship. To get us from the Earth to almost the moon, or as close to the moon as we can get. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So, the important thing about space travel is you have to break what? Gravity.
Sure.
So, in order to break gravity, we need to do a lot of power. Because gravity is strong.
It is strong.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, could you hand me my eraser there, good sir?
Ah. What are mouths for other than putting things in? Alright.
Okay, so, first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we can put people there, right?
Okay.
So, what we're going to do is we are going to have a cockpit there.
Okay.
With, how many people can go in a cockpit?
Like 3. How about that?
3? Good enough.
Let's put 3 in there.
So we're going to put 3 in there. There's 3 people in there. 3 in the cockpit. So what else we need is we need a nose.
Yes.
A nose on it.
Some nostrils on that.
And we also need a parachute to get down.
Yes.
A parachute to get down, right? Okay. So this is the basics of it. So this is the nose. This is the people. This is the cockpit area where we drive.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Would you drive from there? Okay. What else are we going to need? Would you hand me a red pen, please? From your pocket.
Yes. That's where I keep things. A red one. There we go.
A red one. Okay. So what we're going to need is we're going to need fuel.
Yes.
Lots of it, because the moon is far away from the Earth.
Yes.
Fact. So what we're going to do is we are going to have, what are we going to do? We're going to do some fuel there, some fuel here, some fuel here, and here, and here, right? Because that way we're going to have enough.
Okay.
So, once we have enough, we are going to need some fins to make sure we get there straight. So there's going to be fins all the way around the thing. So we're going to have a fin on the cockpit to make sure we can steer the cockpit right. Fins on the side of the tanks and some more below it for extra stability.
Okay.
Stability.
So you want wavy fins, not just like wings, but a fin.
No, they're going to be wings. The wings that turn the ship.
Right. Okay. Draw those in there.
The ones that do the ship turning them. So once we have that kind of fuel, then what we need is we need rockets. Rockets look like this.
Yes, they're trapezoids. Yes.
So once we have rockets there, we want to make sure that we have a stage underneath it. So these are all going to be hidden under blocks.
Yes.
It's going to surprise them.
Okay, so we're just going to build a stage. We're not even going to use decouplers.
Do we need those?
Never mind.
Nah. And then we need more fuel to get the other part of the ship, the whole part of the ship, into the space.
So I'm going to assume this is all stage 1.
Everything's a stage.
Yeah, so
they're all stages.
Yeah, so this is stage 1.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Stage 1.
Yep. Okay.
Is this part.
Yep.
With the fins in this part. This is 2.
Yes. So, we need to separate this block, right? So that the engines are free to pew away.
But first we need more rockets.
This is true. Alright.
And more fins. But the fins aren't just going to be on the side. The fins are going to be all around it.
Okay, gotcha.
So if we were to do a top view of El Space Patat, it's going to be a cockpit with stuff in it, right? A bunch of fuel around it, as such, right?
Okay.
And there's the other stuff underneath it. And then we're going to have a fin here, 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 here.
It's beautiful.
I have a lot of fins there. That's what this
And the
represents.
viewers at home see this.
Fins. Fins.
Oh God.
And fuel.
Yep.
Is these parts, the red ones,
Yep.
right? So these rockets are gonna shoot fuel into flames, and then we're gonna go up towards the moon.
Yep. Basic concept.
At a point in time, when this fuel runs out, we're gonna get rid of these. We're gonna stop using this, and we're gonna start using these rockets instead.
Okay.
Because of the underneath will be, it'll already have momentum.
Yep.
So that we can go farther up to space. Okay, so I didn't tell you about this. This is a surprise.
Okay.
Okay. On the top of the fuel, beside the nose, we are going to have moon landers. Right here. That's what these are. And there's going to be a tiny cockpit in those, and we're going to have people in those. So there's going to be one person in each of those, right? So it's a 5-person crew. These guys just sit along and hang for the ride. I will do a separate drawing. Do you have that drawn?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to have a separate area for the Moonlander people.
Get another piece of paper if I got one. Yeah.
So, on just a rough drawing, like this isn't entirely accurate. This is the cockpit area, right? Right.
Strange polygon, correct.
And then the giant nose cone, because it's got to be big.
Gotcha.
And fuels beside it. And then we're going to have our moon landing probes on top of the fuel. But what's going to happen is there's going to be tiny rockets right here, right? Tiny rockets. Some fuel so that they can get to the moon. And then the capsules on top of that, right?
Okay.
With the people in them.
Yep.
And there's also going to be parachutes on these.
Why do those need parachutes?
So they can parachute onto the moon.
Oh.
And there's going to be, and then there's going to be a tiny rocket down here so that they can safely thrust down to the moon.
Where's that?
Because when you're dropping in from space, you're going fast,
Where's
so
that?
you need to slow them down.
Where's that rocket's fuel coming from?
In here.
Okay.
Can we not store fuel in there? Or do we need to
No.
make it bigger?
We can't.
Okay.
Fuel in there. Just make. this
Good
all
job,
one
scientist Jacob. Good job, scientist Jacob.
Just make that
We
all
need to
one
expand our plan.
thing.
We
Parachutes.
need to expand our plan. So, we're going to have tiny rockets over here, just
Yeah.
for purposes.
Just okay. Yeah.
And then we're going to have more fuel so that they can get rockets
Okay.
working. And then we have the capsules with the people in them.
Okay.
And then fins on those
Why do we need fins there?
so that they can steer in space.
Okay.
So they can steer in space. And parachutes to assist in the landing. And then the nose cone, which is going to have to be a lot bigger.
Okay, that can
So
be
they'll
done.
be able to steer
That can be done. It's not going to be a nose cone, but it'll be a thing, that's for sure.
So, that's how that's going to work. So what's going to happen is, once this is the Earth,
Yeah.
This is the Earth. This is Moon.
Yes.
This is Moon.
Moon.
These are moon craters because the moon is full of them.
Not pubes.
We're gonna land in one.
Okay.
So, El Rockito, represented by square, is going to shoot up towards space. Once the fuel in the bottom comes down, we're going to go into a tinier rocket part, which is going to go towards the moon. Once we reach space, we abandon this crew and we launch the smaller crews from the two side ones.
Okay.
Right? And then they're going to successfully rocket their fuel to this way, turn so that they're facing. Okay, new drawing. This is the surface of the moon.
Yep.
This is moon.
Yep.
This is moon. Moon.
Yep. That is the word moon.
And then once this rocket is going to like that, except there's going to be two of them, right? And then they have fuel and rockets. They're going to slowly use that plus L parachute to slowly get them down. Forgot the fins. Sorry. And we're going to slowly do it. And then bipod legs are going to extend from here. And they're going to go wee, wee, so that we're not landing on the rocket, so we can still get back up from space.
Bipod legs.
Yeah.
Bipod legs.
The ones that fold down.
Only two. Gotcha.
Bipod legs.
Two. Gotcha.
No, four.
Oh,
so
so
there's going to be some there.
So quad.
And then some on the back legs.
Quad pod legs.
So they're going to stand there, they're going to have wheels on them.
Gotcha.
The wheels are safe and they got brakes. And then once these guys are going to come and slowly land down onto the space,
Okay.
then we win.
Hopefully.
And we knock Team Space Inquisition off the face of the Earth. Because on the moon, I already went there, we got giant rocket launchers, which shoot a rocket at them while they're trying to reach space before we do.
Okay.
That is our plan. L Space Patak, unless you have a better name.
Nope, nope. L Space Pilot is a good name.
L-Space
That
Pilot
is
is a
the
good
one
name.
thing I agree with.
So, the objective: Earth, go through the Earth into space, and then from space we leave these people behind and they'll parachute back down to the Earth, and then these people go and colonate the moon and then blow everyone else up.
Colonnade.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Okay.
There's two of these, and they're both gonna land.
Yep. Yep. It's yep.
And then this is gonna be a bit tough because we're gonna have to try and pack it in tightly. They're gonna bring tents,
Okay.
space tents.
Yep. Yep.
So that they can survive on the Earth.
They'll make them out of parachutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the parachutes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll work. So, yeah. That is how El Space Patat will get to the moon.
Okay. Okay. Go team.
Go team! Let's go build this thing.
Snow.